All right. All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. What's going on, good peoples? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, y'all know what to do. Let me know you can hear me. And apparently, notification might be working because y'all falling up in the chat room. All right. Y'all know first thing first, let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. And we can get this party started. All right. Lady says sound check is good. All right. All right. All right. All right. Roller Mouth, what's going on? Carla, what's going on? Carla, I've been seeing your community post, dear, and you looking good. Looking, I don't know what you're doing, but what you're doing, dear, keep it up, all right? Keep it up. You looking good. Looking good. Okay. My man, the real AK, what's going on? Lady D, what's going on with you? George Jackson, Gail, Raven, what's going on, Raven? All right, all right, all right, all right. Joanne Bowden came early. All right. Miss D, what's going on? Amen, amen, amen. All right. So like I told y'all guys, I'm try to keep y'all updated with this story as much as I can. I'm gonna say this too. I reached out to the grandmama yesterday and gave her my condolences, and I told her to let her son know that I'm trying to reach out to her, and she says she will. So I'm trying to talk to the father of this baby. So hopefully I can be able to get him. And then whenever she lets him know, hey, he reads my messages. Hopefully I can get him come on and talk. Okay. Because I would really like to know the relationship between him and her and the history between him and her as to why, this occurred or what he think the reason why this occurred. All right. So, oh yeah. So be patient with me. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I get lucky. Maybe I get lucky and get him come talk. One thing I can say about him on the outside looking in, looking at his news clips, he's a well-spoken man. Um, and seem like he a cool, good dude. Seem like I don't know. I don't know the dude personally, but his demeanor and when he do these news clips or whatnot, he seem like he a cool dude or whatnot. But we'll see. We'll see. But in that though, to get right into this, to give y'all the update, y'all know these are the players in the game right here. In the middle is young Zeke, rest in heaven to him. I think they just laid him to rest. On the left of Zeke, that's his mom, Maya, and on the right is his mom's boyfriend, Jermaine. Okay? Yeah, I hope we do too, Carla. I hope we do too. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I hope we do as well. And again, the meat and potatoes of the story for those of you who don't know what the story is, another story where Zeke supposedly went missing and kind of find out, they found his body in a duffel bag in a trash can. Also, there was a video released showing alleged that both of these was walking around their hood or whatever they was. They say they were walking around at least 2 hours or 2 miles walking with a duffel bag, and they believe that's what Zeke's body was in a duffel bag that was walking around in, okay? Sick fucks, okay? But the update we have today is they have been indicted and their bonds have been set. And for what I'm looking at right here, I'm going to show y'all in a minute, their bonds have been set to $5.1 million. So y'all know they ain't getting out, Anybody got that kind of money. Anybody do got that kind of money, you'd be a fool to get either one of them out, if you ask me. But it's been set to $5.1 million. Whew. All right. $5.1 million. I'm going to say this right here. It's about time they start doing stuff like this, sticking these folks with these still penalties and whatnot. Me personally, I don't think they need a bond at all. But, I guess the law, says in certain aspects that they had to get them some kind of bond right now. I guess depending on dealing with the circumstances of the case, I guess it's automatic. They got to get a bond or they at least got to get a bond hearing. I don't know. But with the magnitude of what this story says, some of these people don't need no bond at all. They don't need a bond hearing. They just need to go straight behind them bars. Then they just be dead on that. But it don't. But It don't work like that. So anyway, let's get right into this. It's gonna be real short because there really just much to go on, and I'm gonna play you the last thing that Trey said, in which I agree with everything he said in that video. But right now, let's listen to this and let me read you, catch all up with what's going on, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Death of 2-year-old Ezekiel Harry. A grand jury charged the boy's mother and her living boyfriend with first-degree murder and obstruction of justice in connection with his death. A judge set bond amounts at $5.1 million each for Maya Jones and Jermaine Robinson. They're accused of killing Jones's son and stuffing his body in a duffel bag and into a trash can last month. Jones and Robinson are scheduled for an arraignment hearing August 23rd. A trial date is set for November 4th.
August the 23rd. I'm going to have to try to stop this before they do something.
Hey, non-lawyer spokesperson.
So August 23rd, things getting kicked off, or supposed to be getting kicked off, right? So you got to ask yourself, to any mom,
Person, do you feel you were underpaid
really
by your insurance?
Well, was this really worth it, what you did to your own child? Was it really worth it? Because you want to keep some mangy dude around who ain't shit. You know, which we saw and read a lot of stuff about him. They ain't shit. So was it really worth it, ma'am? That'd be the question. Was it really worth it? Now, you and him, and you 28 years old, so you still a young lady. You 28 years old. I'm way past 28 years old. You 28 years old. This man 37 years old. You're in jail. 5.1 million each. With this child death. So, and I'm pretty much sure Trey asked the same question. Was it really worth it? And I'm actually there too. Was this really worth your child's life? Now you behind bars. Got to come up with $5.1 million or at least 10% of that, however that shit works. I don't know. But was it really worth it? I don't think no child life is worth any amount of money. You know, if you chose to have this child, carried it for 9 months and chose to have it, should no amount of money mean in a child's life unless you just don't like the child and you want to get rid of the child and you sell him into some sex slave and shit like that. But other than that, though, if you're somebody who's a good parent, a good father, a good mother, ain't no amount of money gonna change anything about your child. Amen. Your child is your child. And that's your young seed and your young generation supposed to carry on your legacy. All right? And they always say that it's supposed to be us burying our parents, not the other way around. But unfortunately, with a lot of these stories, it's us burying our own children. Okay? But like I always say to y'all, I don't know what breed of people we have in this era. But whatever we got in this era, it's fucked up. Okay, we have a bunch of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I said in this is where we got a bunch of people who drink the wrong flavor Kool-Aid. Or all the Kool-Aid been laced with something to have all the evil and the madness that we got going on in the world when it comes to these children. Everywhere you go, it's a story about a child being punished. You know, I did a stream the other day. The CPS works over there, tell that 14-year-old girl go be a hoe, go be the baddest hoe. And told her she could make about $1,500. I guess she do the right thing. Wow, how about that? A CPS worker, social worker, tell a 14-year-old go sell her body. Okay. So again, must be a new flavor Kool-Aid out there that these motherfuckers drinking, and it's fucking everybody up. All right, and whatever flavor Kool-Aid it is, I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. All right. But man, you are 28 years old though. You still young. You got a long ways to go. You 28 years old. Well, all that's out the window now because I don't think you getting out at all. I don't think you getting out at all, man. So you right there where he at. And Y'all ain't gonna see each other no more. 'Cause I'm sure they're gonna put him where he gonna put it. You gonna get put where you put it, and that's just bada bing, bada boom. That's it. All right, no more cuddling and no more of this whatever this shit he got going on that made you feel so in love with him that you allowed this man to come in your territory, do this to your children. Ain't no more of that going on. All right, ain't no more of that going on at all. So again, I had to ask you, man, was it worth it? I ain't gonna ask him because I mean he probably pretty much didn't give a fuck no way. For the sounds of it, he didn't give a damn no way. But I ask you, man, was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Look at that, bond set to $5.1 million. The boy's mother and her live-in boyfriend, with your children, live-in boyfriend, which, you know, I mean, I guess ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I guess ain't nothing wrong with that. It happens all the time, but, you know, again, y'all know what I preach about y'all letting people around y'all children like this, so, you know, y'all cut it out. Cut that out. No live in, nothing. Unless y'all got something established or y'all engaged or something, maybe so, but ain't no live in shit. Shouldn't be no live in anything. You got children, you know, and multiple children at that. There shouldn't be no live in anything, but, you know, everybody think different. Everybody think different. They say the grand jury charged the accused killers of Ezekiel Harry, the boy's mother, and her living boyfriend with first-degree murder and obstruction of justice in connection with his death. A judge said bond amounts in $5.1 million each for 28-year-old Maya Jones and 36-year-old Jermaine Robinson, who are accused of killing Jones' son and stuffing his body into a duffel bag and dropped it in a trash can on July the 12th. Your own son, you put him in a bag and dropped it in the trash like he ain't shit. How about that? You just dropped him in the trash like he ain't shit. Yep. Harry remains was found in a garbage can after police said Jones went to neighbors to claim Harry had been abducted. A day-long search was launched before Jones began changing her story, according to police. Autopsy results showed that Harry died of blunt force trauma to the head. Police released video showing Jones and Robinson on the morning of his death carrying a duffel bag allegedly containing Harry's remains. Jones and Robinson are scheduled for an arraignment hearing on August 23rd. A trial date for November 14th has been set before Judge Jason DeGette. Robinson previously pleaded guilty to drug and child abuse charges. And then there's nothing in there too, guys. You moved in somebody who's a child abuser. You move a guy in who abused children, and I'm almost certain that you did know that, but you know you just didn't care because you just wanted a man in the house, you know. And again, was it worth it? Was it worth it? This man was a child abuser, and you wanted to bring him in the house. Not only did you bring him in the house, they say he's your live-in boyfriend. He's living with you. He a child abuser. Yep. Again, whatever flavor Kool-Aid it is they drinking, I ain't want no part of it.
For the first time, we're learning more about the...
No part of it whatsoever. So, oh yeah. Not just a boyfriend, but a live-in boyfriend. I hear you. I hear you. So, all right, guys, as I did a little more research to this story, they are remembering Ezekiel Harry, and we're going to hear a little bit more of what Trey's talking about in this right here. And I guess you understand when I say, you know, I like his demeanor or whatnot, at least on the outside looking in, you know, he's a very well-spoken man that has a positive demeanor as far as what I see. All right, but let's hear this. Him and his mom remembering Zeke, and let's hear what he got to say.
Events leading up to the death of the 2-year-old Houma boy, Ezekiel Harry.
The boy's mother and her boyfriend were arrested in connection to his death, but the family says there are still many unanswered questions. David Jones has more on tonight's vigil at his gravesite on what would have been his 3rd birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
He's awesome, intelligent, brave, smart. He didn't deserve it. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, release our balloon.
I'm to the point now that where I just want to know, like, the details of what happened to my son.
Trey Harry wants answers. Answers about the events leading up to the death of his
You know what, young Trey, and I feel you on there, bro, because that's all you really got right now is just her to tell you the details of what happened, you know, what led up to this, that, and third. So I feel you on that, man. This is sad, bro. And my heart goes out to you, man. That, you got to go through this right now. So I totally agree. At this point, you just want to know what happened.
2-year-old son, Ezekiel Harry, or Zeke, died of blunt force trauma to the head. His mother, Maya Jones, and her live-in boyfriend, Jermaine Robinson, behind bars, arrested for murder and obstruction of justice.
He didn't deserve it. He did not deserve it. No child should have to go through that.
Zeke's remains were found in a Houma trash can in mid-July.
Don't nobody know, like a lot of people say they know how it feels. They feel my pain. No, you don't.
Y'all heard what he said right there? How many times I preached that on the show? Y'all heard that? How many times I preached that on the show? We can sit up here and say how somebody feel, but unless you lose a child of your own, you don't know the true feeling of it. So I can imagine how this man feel about losing a child, but I don't know the true feeling because I don't have no child to lose. So, yeah, we can say we know what he's feeling, but we really don't. We really don't. See, a lot of people think all pain is the same. Some pain cut deep than other. Trust me, we all have been there before. Some pain cuts real deep. This ain't the type of pain you could take 2 Tylenol and it goes away in a couple of days. It's the type of pain that sticks with you, if not for a good while, for a lifetime. Amen. So this ain't no pain you could take Tylenol and Advil and all that shit and expect it to go away. Nope. No. This is a pain that really hurts. So I'm glad that he said that because I preached that a lot. Amen. But y'all didn't need me to preach that to y'all. Y'all already knew that. A lot of y'all already know that. So until it happens to you, you don't know how it feels. Only thing you could do is imagine how it feels.
This is very heartbreaking and hard.
Since then, Harry says Jones has not been forthcoming, hasn't told investigators what happened.
I want to see the mother of this child speak up. I'm over here with our other 3 thinking about my son every second of my life.
Fox 8 obtained the list of calls for service to the home on Cattier Street, which police say the family had only lived in for a short time, around a month and a half. Jones, Robinson, Ezekiel, and his 3 siblings. Records show in that short time, police were called out to the home 3 times. The first call, on June 17th, shows a call from a neighbor saying they heard yelling. When officers arrived, Robinson met them outside and told them he was arguing with Jones because his girlfriend's child broke his new phone. The other 2 calls...
He arguing with Jones because his child broke his phone. Now, I'm going to say this right. I get it, you know, we don't want our phones to get broke here. If somebody try to get a hold of the phone, they break it. Yeah, this shit will piss you off. But come on now. You know, again, children are children. I don't know too many children that do go for people's phones, but however, though, there are children that do get curious about little devices and stuff, and they do take it and they play with it. You've got some children that try to act like they talk on the phone with it. I think that's the cutest shit, one of the cutest shit that I ever seen when I see the babies be on there trying to talk on the phone. But I never seen a child who took somebody's phone and tried to intentionally break it. So, you know, I'm pretty much sure when this child broke the phone, if it even happened, who knows? We talk about some dirty son of a bitches right here, but even if that really did happen about the phone being break, I'm sure the baby did do it intentionally. So they're just a man who's a hothead and probably full of that dope. You know, whatever he's swallowing and putting up his damn nose, that's what really took control of him over goddamn phone. You know, you a dope boy, you go get another one, motherfucker. You go get that one fixed. You know, dope man, you go get that fixed. Okay. So you arguing with her about a damn cell phone, and again, she's sitting up here in the line with your trifling ass in the house, arguing with her, shouting at her kids, putting your hands on her kids and all that. You know, it's kind of all me respect somebody that does that, okay? Because, ma'am, that's your territory. Those your children, you know what I'm saying? and nobody should come up in there and take over something like that. If it ain't you or Trey, should nobody else be involved like that, in my opinion now, okay? Now, that's one thing, you know, probably little taps and discipline, you know, that's cool. But we talk about beatings in this story right here, and brutal beating, you know. So if somebody come out and say she probably scared them, nah, because the way this story going on, I don't think she was scared of them. I don't think she was. I think it just drug and fury, you know. She just let the shit go, you know, because one, you know, she wanted a man in the house. Two, you know, if she do drugs, that's a supplier, you know. Three, possibly she could have been just in love. Four, you know, she cared about him and the drugs more than her children. So I don't think it got shit to do with it. She scared of him, okay? Because she got one of the things, you know, chitty bang bang, you know, pop one in him, pop one in his ass, all right? So I don't think she was scared of him at all. She was getting something out of it. He was getting something out of it, all right? So, yeah. But y'all can throw that out there if you want to, say she probably scared of him, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Were made by Jones's mother, reporting to police that Robinson was abusing Jones. In both situations, Jones sent police away when they arrived. Houma Police Chief Dana Coleman said nothing was reported to us of anything going on to where children were being abused on any of the 3 calls you have. The only thing we have is a kid possibly damaged a phone. Both parties said they're okay and they didn't need police. I think whenever a report is made to law enforcement, if there's an issue...
Y'all hear that shit? She's just that damn selfish that instead of protecting her children, she wanted to keep this Negro around, and she told the police that ain't nothing wrong. That's what I see, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people being selfish. You thought about your own self, your own caring, and your own well-being versus the protection of your child. Well, this young man still could have been alive. Okay, if you want to be with this dude, then go ahead and be with him. But call Trey and tell Trey come get his children until you get in a better situation. There wasn't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it wasn't nothing wrong with that. Now, unless this dude has something against Trey and he convinced you not to call Trey because he got something against him, then maybe that's different. But see, here's the thing, though. He probably had something against her because, you know, they say usually men like that, they won't fight other men. Now, I think I've seen square that 9 times 10 that is true. All right, so we're going to ride with that for a minute. Maybe he felt like that if she did call Trey, you know what I'm saying, Trey was going to whoop that ass, you know, because in this clip, Trey seemed like he an easygoing guy, but those are the ones you really need to be looking out for, and the quiet ones, all right? He has a good posture about himself, but I'm telling you, people like Trey who got that good posture about themselves be dangerous as fuck when you fuck with something they love, amen? All right, and vice versa with a female. If a female got them soft voices, got them good postures, fuck with something that they love, you're going to see something totally different. Facts? You're going to see something totally different. And see, that's how a lot of people get taken advantage of because people look at people like that, you know, as they weak or a pussy or something like that, where we can show you better than we can tell you. Again, I tell you, I'm not a tough guy, and I'm not going to get over here portray myself as a tough guy. I don't think I can whoop everybody's ass. I'm not going to use something to portray myself that I'm going to whoop somebody's ass. But one thing I will tell you now, if I do get my ass whooped, you're going to earn the ass whoop because we're going to go down scrapping. Amen? We're going to go down scrapping. You're not just finna whoop my ass. You're not just finna whoop it. You're going to earn this ass whooping, all right? You are not just finna get up here and whoop my ass and I'm not finna do anything, all right? Especially if I got children. All right? So, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if he was controlling her, trying to get her not to call Trey, he probably scared Trey would come in and whoop that ass. And he would have had every right to. You don't put your hand on that man's child like that. Like how you been doing, yelling at him and like he just a nigger on the street or something. No, you don't do that, partner. Come on, man.
Law enforcement needs to take care of, then that parent who is a victim of whatever is going on in that house needs to let law enforcement know so they can take the proper measures to resolve it.
All I want is for her to speak up, what she should have had done on day 1, which was July 12th. As her being the mother of our children. Because I'll never go on with it. My heart's going to be broken forever. And I know that.
Trey Harry says the mother of his children is waiting on a lawyer before she says more than what she already told police. Harry says he's just looking for the answers only she can provide so he can finally get some closure from.
Well, of course she's waiting on a lawyer. Of course. All right. She want to be careful what she say. All right. So yeah, of course she waiting on a lawyer. All right. And I told y'all, like you said, it's heartbreak. Nothing, no Tylenol can fix. No Advil can fix, man. Pretty much sure pain that he dealing with right now. It's gonna be a minute, or it's gonna be a life pain, knowing that his son is gone. Okay. It's gonna be a life pain, you know. And again, and please understand, that's why I want to talk to him. When I heard this, I said, man, I got to talk to the dude. I got to do whatever's necessary I got to do, you know. If it's anybody, I don't know why I want to talk to him so bad, but I do want to talk to him, but I'm not going to push it because I know it's just fresh and this happened, you know, but I'm going to do my best to try to get this man on the show. All right? I'll do my best because I agree with everything he said right here. She hold the key to all of this. She hold the key to all this. From the moment she let this man in her house or his house, from the moment you let this man around your kids, from the moment the first time he put his hands on your kids, from the first moment he yelled at your kids or whatnot, you know what I mean? You hold the answers to all of that. But you know why she getting a lawyer? Because she really ain't got no explanation as to why. She got no explanation as to why. And I guarantee you when you do start talking, what's going to end up happening, guys? Like I always say, it's going to be everybody else's fault except for whose? It's going to be everybody else's fault except for who? Hers. I guarantee you when you start talking, we're going to hear that. It's going to be everybody else's fault. It's going to be everybody else. And more likely she's going to make every excuse that she can to try to minimize what happened until she run out of excuses. All right? I just find it amazing that when people know they in the wrong, they just find every excuse to justify what they did. I just find it so peculiar that you know you're in the wrong, but you find every excuse that you can to justify what you did. And then you got people that go along with that shit. Amazing. Fucking amazing. But that's why they make up them excuses, because they know they got people that going to amen it. That's why a lot of people make up excuses. As long as they got people that amen their excuses, they're going to keep on making them. All they need just one or two people to agree with their bullshit. They're going to keep on making excuses because it's stroking their ego, you asking me. It's stroking their ego. So I got people that actually believe my bullshit. I'm going to keep on telling bullshit. Amen? If I got people who's believing my bullshit, I want to continue to tell the bullshit because I got people to believe it. And they only believe it until when the bullshit happens to them. How amazing is that? When they start pushing out their bullshit on them and they getting dragged into bullshit, that's when other people who believe the bullshit start waking up and realizing it's bullshit. Or could it be this? We believe the bullshit because we slick encouraging the bullshit because it's entertainment for us. Or maybe I should say that. We encourage the bullshit because it's entertainment for us. We make it seem like we on your side, but deep down, we're going everywhere to keep the shit going. Because it's entertainment for us. So again, I said it to say this. I guaranteed you, when she started talking, I mean, like Sarah said, I don't know what you're waiting on a lawyer for. I mean, pretty much it's proof in the pudding, you know. But I guess she got a right to a lawyer, or whatever the case may be. But I guaranteed you, when she started talking, it's gonna be everybody else's fault except for hers. It's gonna be everybody else's fault except for hers. Watch, mark my words. Miss D, and that's kind of where I'm getting at right there. That's kind of what I'm getting at. She's going to strike a deal. She's going to turn the tables all on him. Going to make it seem like it's all his fault. She's going to put it out there like it's all his fault. Okay? And that's going to end up happening. That's exactly what's going to end up happening. All right. So anyway, guys, like I said, I want to bring y'all this quick update. I didn't really share it out. You know, I just kind of just came live and just did it. You know, I got this up there. Pretty much sure quite a few people will come watch it a little later, and they get their thoughts on it or whatnot. That's pretty much it for how this story goes. You know, we're just gonna keep tabs with it, and hopefully I can get the dad to come speak. You know, just keep my finger crossed on that. Hopefully he'll come and speak, and give him a voice. Give him a voice, and I let him speak his mind. But in that though, I agree with him. Man, just tell him at this point. Just tell him what happened. That's it. I just want to know what happened. That's all. You are the mother of our child. I mean, at least you can do that much for him. Is tell me what happened. Do something right. Do something right. Okay. Y'all don't mind, please get that thumbs up for your boy. And that's all I got for y'all as far as this story goes. You know, hey, stay tuned for updates. Stay tuned for more stories like these. And hey, man, Chris Thornton. Hey, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.